I remember your reading last month having a lot of chaotic thoughts, as in like thinking about everything all at one time. Your thoughts going in different directions, possible futures and things like that. You seem a little more focused for January. I think there's some goals that you really want to accomplish that you're really setting your sights on. But you've got some lingering stuff going on also. I didn't even show you your cards. Let me do that. Where you're at now, the Fool. Your blockage card is the Devil. Conscious is the Queen of Chalices. Your immediate past is the Knight of Chalices. Your subconscious is the Lovers. Your immediate future is the Five of Pentacles. How you see yourself is the Nine of Pentacles. How others see you is the Nine of Swords. Your hopes or fears is Temperance. And your overall outcome is the Ace of Swords. So what I see here, you're a little more open to explore possibilities in your life, even being as focused as you are. You've had some opportunities come in your immediate past. It could just be one opportunity. This could be a love opportunity or a message. And it's kind of got you like in the Fool state of mind here, where you're just in a good mood. You're kind of doing your own thing. You could be very much lost in your daydreams or in your in what you're dreaming about at night also. There's a desire also for freedom here, but you're not. It's almost like you're escaping through your daydreams. Or in your dreams in general. Because when you have the Devil blocking you, there's a feeling, right over the Fool, there's this feeling of restriction here, of this came up in your reading last time, if I recall, feeling tied down in a situation and not being able to fully live your life to the potential that you feel that you could live it. And being that the Lovers is in your subconscious, somebody could have offered you, made a love offering, or there's someone else that you're thinking about. You could be involved with somebody and there's just somebody else that you're dreaming about or thinking about. It could be that you're just thinking about this potential person, but for some reason that it's not feasible. It's not a possibility for you at this time. But it's interesting because you want it, but you just don't feel like you can have it at the moment. Because consciously you're also thinking about it with the Queen of Chalices. So that's one thing. You have multiple things going on, of course. I wouldn't expect any less from a Cancer reading. You're usually very deep and complicated. So again, man, this is like a recurrent theme for this evening, is the Five of Pentacles in your immediate future. But I feel like for you, it's not so much financial. I feel like I think you might be feeling like you're left out. You could even be in a relationship, but you feel like you're left out. Or there's aspects of this relationship that aren't giving you what you need. And in your immediate future, that might become kind of obvious to you. You do have a focus on money. And it could be that you're worried that, you're not going to have enough in the immediate future for your future plans, for whatever you're planning to do here. I don't see that as much as you just kind of feeling left out with some things, or left out with friends, or maybe you're too busy to be around friends or family right now. You see yourself as a Nine of Pentacles. This is the card about financial independence and abundance. And abundance is coming up twice for you. I think that you might be kind of utilizing or working with a law of abundance to bring some things in for yourself. In whatever ways you feel like your life is kind of lacking, or, it's just not being fulfilled, I think those are things that you're going to focus on, especially in January, on how you can bring those things into your life, bring things kind of full circle for yourself. There is a worry here. Some of you may feel conflicted mentally with some things. Again, it's like I always see a split life with a Cancer. It's like living one way and dreaming something completely different. And it does, like, other people can see that it could cause you anxiety, because other people do see you as being anxious or maybe a little bit depressed about some things, or restless, but they don't know what it is exactly. And it could be just you kind of balancing between these two lives, this life that you're living and maybe this life that you want to live. And your hope is temperance. So the hope here is for balance, for finding, it may be that you have to find a happy medium, or it may be that you make changes or you cut some things out. And it looks like in your overall outcome, you will be cutting some things out with the Ace of Swords here. It may get to a point where you can't manage the dream life with the reality. It's like it's going to become unmanageable in a way, mentally. Because it's like the dream world is kind of pulling you, and you feel very much stuck in the real world. But your real world is whatever you decide to make of it. So it's up to you whether you, again, like last month, it's up to you whether you want to make these changes for yourself or not. But it looks like you will be making some of these, and you will be successful at it. And it could just be that you make small changes first and see how well you manage with those before you move on to the bigger things. Or you may not move on to the bigger things. You may be comfortable with just making small changes, and that would be enough to kind of fulfill every aspect of your life that you're wanting to make you happy. Now, your oracle cards are Milk and Honey, which is the card about abundance and the law of attraction. Being in a state of not having to want things, but enjoying things as they are, realizing that you have enough, and that if you need to attract more into your life, that you can do it. You're not as stuck as you think you are. And you can make those changes to bring in that abundance that you're seeking. I think there's aspects of your life that you feel very fulfilled and very happy and content with. And I think it's possible that there's just other aspects that you just feel very discontented with. And there's just this split. There's always the split that I see. Your other oracle card is Mending. This card talks about mending relationships and forgiveness. So it could be that you need to make amends or have conversations. If you feel hurt in some way, or there's not a resolution to something in your life, whether this is relationship or family or friendship. It's like those things really need to be, they need to have closure, and they need to be forgiven, or at least an understanding. That would help you if this has to do with interpersonal relationships of any kind. The goal here that I would like to see for you is for these things to get merged together, for you to find this happiness that you're looking for. I mean, it's not that you're totally unhappy. I don't see that at all. It's like you're very happy in some areas, you're very unhappy in other areas. So there needs to be some kind of releasing of, or there needs to be a bringing together. And so that would just depend on which Cancer you are.